Hello, everybody. Welcome to 360. Here it is, the first day of February 2023. Unbelievable. 1 month down and out. This month ain't quite as long. So anyway, I'm going to turn over to Red, make sure my YouTube channel's going okay. I know the title's good. On Restream, everything should be fine. I'll be back in a minute.
Well, thank you very much. Hello, Marty DeGarmo and Chris Johnson. How you doing? Good to see you here. 360. Yeah, we're back on again 1 week after the last one. Funny that it comes around every single Wednesday, doesn't it? Maybe a little different time, but we're here once again. The only place to bring you all of the up-to-date information from on passive that we know. We bring it to you live here between the three of us. The best thing about coming to 360 is that you are going to not only have a bit of fun with us lot, especially because Chris Johnson is here, but also it is going to be informative. And that's what we're here to do, is to bring you some good news. So I'm going to hand it over to Chris, and then we'll kick it off with Marty.
Thank you very much. This is AI Chris Johnson coming to you live from Michigan. Hey. Conductor. Chris Johnson is here with my two favorite people in the world, Marty DeGarmo, Redfern, who do nothing but inspire me. They inspired me to do 360. They inspire me to talk live every single day except Saturday and Sunday. But I do it. Why? Because we all believe in passive. We all believe in each other. And we just keep, all three of us here get motivated by all 1,400,000 people out there in passive. Let me say some happy birthdays so I can let Marty's thumbs get warmed up. Tanzima-san, Lemon, happy birthday to you. Osman Ghani, happy birthday to you. Nezarul Khan, Mechanical, happy birthday to you. Muhammad Rippin, happy birthday to you. My God, I think it's all Indians' birthday today. Melesh Sharma, Pedro Peters, David Brown, Rajesh Mato, Rajesh Kumar, and Kevin Lohr. Happy birthday to you. My goodness, a lot of messing around many years ago on this day. Let me tell you, happy birthday, every one of you. You're here in a great place. Red and Marty absolutely are going to fill you with some updates and information. I'm going to give my own take like I normally do. These two have no idea. I don't even know what's going to work. This is my exact words. They said, tell us, Chris. I go, well, no, because if you don't like it, I'll have nothing to say. I'll take my chances. So that's exactly what we're going to do. But Redfern, let me say one more time, prayers for people out there. You know who you are. We're praying for all of you. Just because I don't say your name, do not mean we're not praying for you, but we're always praying for you. On that note, Marty, give me a thumbs up. You ready to roll, brother? It's all yours, buddy.
Anyway, you'll notice it's really quiet here because no one's here but me. Unbelievable. I don't even know how to function when it's this quiet. Anyway, like I said, thank you for being here. There's a lot of little things we can bring up today. One is I wanted to bring up is, and I talked a little bit on my live. I know first thing I want to say is it was pointed out by Red. He saw it before I did. The new website, it's my favorite, without a doubt. I love the 3D effect and all that. It looks like something I've never, ever seen online before. So it blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. I went and checked it out, and then the new login page that comes up, beautiful colors, everything. I think it's fantastic. The one thing I wanted to talk about a little bit, we're going to do a lot of jumping around because there's a lot of little things. One is I know that some people look at things in the back office and they see this little bug there. This is out. Maybe are they doing anything? Well, listen, with something this massive, they don't run around just changing light bulbs. Okay, what they'll do is they take a list of things that they don't like. They don't like the way they're moving, the way they're working, and they work on it off-site. In other words, we're not seeing that. They could do a lot of coding and whatever they want to do without changing anything we see, which is pretty cool because it doesn't shut down. then you'll see a migration thing where they move over a lot of stuff at one time, and not one item is better, 15 are better. Things are clear, all the bulbs are back on. Everything seems to be, you go, oh, wow, that's cool. That's how it works. So, and remember, and I want to say this one more time, until you get your links, until we are asked to buy a package, we are not customers yet. We are what you call founders, okay? And that's what we signed up for. So just relax. It's going to be cool, and we will be okay. I believe that from the beginning. You know it, because what happens when he comes in and drops a few bombs, everybody raises up to a higher level as time goes down, and you don't see him for 2 weeks. I see people already drifting back into, oh, where'd everybody go? You know, so nothing's changed. In fact, the least you see Mr. Mufara and the O media, the more is getting done. He said that a couple of weeks ago. The trouble is, it was 2 weeks ago, and people forgot about 1 week and 6 days ago that's what he said. So just stay cool. It will be fine. Another thing I want to touch on, Red, I think both of them are going to put some input on this. I hear a lot lately, more than usual, I mean, about founders that are looking at other stuff, and they're saying, well, if we do this for right now, we could make money to get in and have it ready, and it all sounds good and all that. But I want to remind everybody, the reason we came to on Passive was because we were tired of getting kicked around and people using us and money getting sucked out of our wallet. Everything sounds good in the beginning. I've been in on Passive for 4 years next month. And there was many things this last 4 years and the last 18 years that things come up as the best thing that ever happened. You pay this much, and in 1 month you're going to make that. I've heard it 1,000 times. If you can market, which most of us can't, you're good for a while, but everybody under you, as they go down, get beat up more and more and more and more until the last guy, he makes nothing, loses everything, and then it bounces back to the top. Now they're losing, he's losing, right up to you. Now you upset people because they followed you and trusted you. It's not your fault, but this is the way the business works. So you got a bad name. I trust you did. It's not your fault. But if you're doing it and you're not ready to promote it, which is on Passive, the only way you can promote anything out there because you can't market, you're jumping into something too soon and you're going to get burned. And not only going to burn you, you're going to burn other founders. And keep in mind, just keep in mind, if you knew 10 people before you came in on Passive, 10 people is the only people you should be sharing this with. If you share it with 1,000 people because they're in on Passive, that's cross-recruiting. So you want to be careful. If you didn't know me before on Passive, be quiet. I knew Red 8 years, way before on Passive, 2 or 3 years before. And me and him have not talked about another business. You don't think we get offered daily? Yes. Are they the best thing that ever happened? Oh, absolutely. Could we bring a lot of people with us? I know we could. Do we try? No. Why? Because we know in the long run, Marty and Red and a few other marketers might do okay. At the end, that guy gets burnt and it runs right back up like dominoes, and you lose everything. You lose your credibility. You feel like crap. You feel bad for bringing people. And I've gone through this hundreds of times. Because there was nothing there. On Passive is there. Just freaking hold your horses. I know people are a little desperate for things to happen. It's life. I realize, don't trust me, I know. But getting involved in something that's going to burn you in the long run is not going to make you feel better. It's temporary. So be smart, please. I'm going to turn it over to Red. Sorry I talked so much, but I got wrapped up.
No, you're absolutely right, Marty. And I'm just going to piggyback that, like you said, I wanted to say something about it as well before I bring up my couple of bits and pieces. It's like doing a marathon, okay? How long does it take to run a marathon? 5 hours, 6 hours, in many cases a bit longer, but you've been running and running and running. You can see the finish line, and what do? You stop and you turn round and start going the other way again because you don't think you can get to the finish line. You just stop because you don't think it's going to be where you think it's going to be. I can assure every single one of you here right now, Ash Mufareh is going to deliver, all right, without a shadow of a doubt. So do stop, just stop, okay? Stick with the program, stick with the process. You are in good hands, okay? Don't look at something shiny. Don't take all of the baloney that they feed you. You can make this in 2 months. All you have to do is this. It's easy. Get to, they get to, blah, blah, blah. How many times have we seen it? It doesn't work, guys. That's why we are here. Okay. So just stick with, okay, what we have got. You're in great hands. We've got a great team behind us doing everything for us. I'll give you an example. I saw this today, actually, and I'm going to go back to something else. Having a business idea without marketing is like sending a kiss to someone in the dark. You know what you're trying to do, but nobody else can see it. Without the marketing, guys, right, you might as well pack it in. And that is the name of the game here, okay? If you can't market, we need somebody else to do it for us, period. This is what Omedia are doing on a daily basis. Just go and have a look at their YouTube channel. Have a look at any social media, at how many times they're banging out the shorts at the moment, okay, with that. Go to the new website, click on Omedia, have a look at how many publications they've been in over the last month. Have a look at the videos that are on there as well. This is marketing. What do you think that great big station in Dubai is? Marketing. What do you think that great big thing on front of Burj Khalifa is? Marketing. They're doing it all for us. We don't have to do anything. All we have to do is sit back, be a proper founder, keep your nose clean, and we're sitting pretty. Period. Okay, so don't even go there. Right, I'll get off my high horse. I'm sure that Chris is going to get on his, but I just want to take you back now to the fantastic website. I encourage every single one of you to go to the new website, little button on the front page on the right hand side. It says blog. Click it. Why am I asking you and telling you to go and click that and read the blog page? It is amazing, fantastically laid out, really good. But more importantly, the blogs are in there aren't all about On Passive, okay? It's all about this business that we are involved with, technology, what's happening, what's the new buzz things, where it's going, what makes things work, etc. This is why the blog section, in my opinion, is worth its weight in gold, because it is so informative. It gives us, the founders, users, everyone else, a really good insight into the technology side of this business, where it's going, what's the buzz things, etc. So go and check it out, and you can have a look at the media center whilst you're there. Now let's go back to your ecosystem. Couple of changes, like I said on my live. Biggest one I've got for you is on the dashboard underneath ticket status. You've got my contacts. This is a big deal, guys. Why? Because it gives you a whole list of every single contact that you have in your ecosystem right now. They're either founders, and obviously in the future, they're going to be customers, or anybody that has clicked on a link to go to a webinar through OConnect, or is just looking, it will be in the My Contact section. You have the mail address, if they've got one, alternative email, phone number, and the country. You can add them to favorites, you can edit it, and all sorts of stuff. Now, we know the countries aren't all in the correct place for whatever it is. It's been there today, guys. So let's just wait, let it all migrate properly, and I'm sure that part will go as well. The other thing that I want to bring to your attention is you will notice that the icon for OConnect is not there anymore. Like I said on my live, This is a good thing. Why? Because if you remember back when we had the icons in O Founders and they did all the change, what did they do? They took out the ones that were going to be going live, and they did, if you remember. They took out the O Trim one, they took out the O Net one as well, okay? And then they made it live. So this is good news. In my opinion, this is really, really good news. The last thing I'm going to finish on, and we say it every now and then, but I'm going to say it again. If anybody gets anything saying it is from corporate, on passive, Ashmu Farah, Mohammed Kamal, any of the corporate people, and it is sounds dodgy, looks dodgy, asking you to do something, clicking on here, can you go and do this, whatever it is, bin it, block it, bin it, just get rid of it, okay? I'm going to say the same thing over and over again. The only information you need to concern yourselves with is whatever comes up in the back office, in your O Founders back office. Don't worry about emails. Don't worry about even what we say. If it's in the back office, it is from corporate, it's legal, legitimate, and you know you have to do it. If it comes to you via a text, via an email saying, hi, whatever your name is, this is Ash here, can you do me a favor? Click buy, delete, not interested, because it's not Ash Mufara, okay, because it hasn't come from corporate. Anyway, Chris, I'm glad I didn't have anything. Over to you.
Wow. Pulling my finger on and off the mute button. Oh, he's just gonna go. Let him go. Let him roll. Marty and Red, always a pleasure to hear. Both always have great things to say. You know me, I try to put a different spin on it for the average kind of man or woman like myself. Maybe a little slow, maybe a little medium. I don't know, but I like to put it out my way. So, as many of you know, us loudspeakers, I'll call us. I'm not going to call us anything else, but we're the loudspeakers of a passive because people get mad at me for some reason. I don't know. So, as one of the loudspeakers of Impassive, I get questions daily from not only founders, but from people that want to know about Impassive. And what is one of my biggest questions is this. Now, you got to really listen to me. I'm asking you to stop chatting. Pay attention to what I got to say. It's very important. And also when Red and Marty's talking. They got important things too all the time. So a lot of the question is, Chris, it all looks the same to me. This technical company, it all looks the same. What's so different? Excuse me, about Impassive. So let me break this down in another way. And I know this for a fact. All the car companies in the world, right? If you ever notice, every year they come out with another model. It looks just like the Ford, the GM, the Chrysler, the Toyota, the Nissan, any car company you think about. And I love them all because I'm going to be doing business with all of them very soon here. You won't think so, but I will. Why is it that all these cars look almost exactly the same, but they have a different brand on it? Ford, GM, Chrysler. I'll talk about the American companies. Okay. Let me tell you why. Government regulations actually takes away the creativity of designers for cars and many things because they have to put out these regulations that say it's got to be lighter. You got to use thinner metal, thinner plastic, more plastic. All right. It's got to be lighter. It's got to be able to put good things in the air, not bad things. So basically, they come into the designers and they throw some mud on a table and they throw some plastic, a little bit of paint, some real thin steel, and they said, go ahead, design us a new car for next year. Because of that reason, all these companies have to follow the same regulations. So basically, they all look the same. If you think about it and look, even Google it, it'll tell you the same thing. Okay, it's there. So what is it, Chris? What are you trying to say? That every time something new comes out, it might look, this cup, it might, oh, you can't see it anyway. My hand, it's going to look like everyone else, right? Let's use a Ford because I work for Ford, or a Mazda. Okay, that car pulls up, right? Well, man, that looks just like that Chrysler or that GM. You're right, but open the door. Open the door to that Ford. What are you going to see? you're going to see accessories, heated seats, leather seats, a heated steering wheel, power windows, power brakes, comfortable seats, seats that massage you, seat that warm your buns, all these things. Now, they all might look the same on the outside. I'm talking about a passive now. You might think when you ask me that question, it's all the same. It's not all the same, because yet have you opened the door to Impassive? Because we have all those accessories when you open the door to Impassive. We have the greatest. Do you think Ash Bafara set out, 15, 16, 17 years ago to say, let's just do the same thing everyone else is and we'll sell it to them? He did the opposite. Yeah, he designed all these things, right? He took other people. Well, yeah, that works, that don't work. What he did is he did build it from scratch, but it still might look the same to you because you have not opened the door. When you do open the door to Impassive or our ecosystem, we have all the accessories. And you know, the greatest thing is the price stays the same. In other words, you might pay $60,000 more for that car because all the accessories, Impassive comes at one low price. Now, can you build some? Now they have, hey, build your own car, just like build your own burger. Tell us what you want, we'll put it in there. Well, then we got packages. So you can build your own webinar. Listen, we're not rebuilding the internet. We're changing it the way it goes. We're making it better for everyone. And you don't see it yet. Why? Because you haven't opened the door. All right. Yeah, we have 3 products out there right now. It opened the door a little bit, but you have not seen all the accessories in Impassive. Just like all those cars look the same. Pull up any tech car, it looks the same. We do have small differences that you can see when you open up our free products, which are pretty amazing. But you've only seen maybe 1 or 2% of it. You have not seen. Number one, you didn't have to order these accessories. Ash Bafar and the tech team already knew what you needed. It's in there. Have you opened the door? No, you haven't. All right. You want the heated seats? You want the little button you turn on, it blows a lukewarm air in your face as you're driving in that cold winter day. Hey, oh my God, hit this button. The windows are defrosted and sunshine's coming in. That's what you see when you open the door of Impassive. That's what I get. So when you ask me or someone asks you, hey, what's the difference? Impassive looks like everyone else. Tell them to open the door. All you got to do is welcome in, open the door, let them make their own assumptions. They're going to say, holy shiitake mushrooms, as Robin loves me to say. Look at this. What happens today in this world is we see something. Remember I talked about my tackle box for fishing? I got the shiniest. I spent $80 on this lure. It's shiny. It's as shiny as Red's head. And oh, is it pretty? I've never caught a fish with it. But that little lure down there, it doesn't maybe shine so much because no one knows the power of it. That's Impassive. No one really understands the power of Impassive yet, but you will. Stay patient. Ash Bafara asked you one time to pay $97. He didn't offer you gift cards, which Red was just talking about. He didn't say, hey, try this, it'll cost. He's never asked you for more than $97. Soon, package prices will come out. When? I don't know. But when it comes out, you'll know. But remember, when someone asks you that important question, what's the difference? All right. And then at the end, my favorite, tell them, oh yeah, even when you open the door, there's something called a blessing there. That's another thing that you're not going to believe and be blown away. It's going to help people. So basically, when you open the door of Impassive, everything you have is in there. Every solution. People say, what solutions? Well, number one, the solution to help humanity ain't never been done before. There's one. I think that involves everybody. Number two, your wealth changing, your life changing. There's 2 and 3. I could go on. You got all the beautiful marbles when you open that door because they're all in there. They're not falling out of the car. They're in there. On Passive, we love everyone no matter what. On Passive, we're going to find a solution for everything. That's what a Passive is. I believe that with my whole heart. And that's all I got. Mr. DeGarmo, back to you. Thank you.
What do you reckon then, Marty? Do you think we'll allow him to put that in? Seeing as he wasn't going to tell us what he's going to talk about.
Yeah, I think we need to get a fire extinguisher to put them out.
I was a bit worried when he was talking about his tackle box, though.
Yeah.
We got to
I
go
didn't know
fishing, guys. We really need to go fishing.
It's been a while since I did that. Yeah, a couple things I just want to add. Listen to both of them, really. It's never since we've been in, well, since I've known I'm passive, has asked on an email asking for anything. So I don't care what it is. Ash isn't going to ask you for squat, okay? He gives. He doesn't take. He couldn't give him something if he wanted to. So if you get something, trash it, report it to legal. Look, that's going to happen when you get a company this big, and somebody like Ash, and a lot of you out there, people are starting to know you. They're going to use you. They're going to say Red said something, Marty said something, maybe any one of the people that are their faces out there. Just ignore it. Don't fall for that. That's what scammers do. Sad thing is, a lot of scammers are pretty smart people. They just do bad things. If they change around and aim that towards something that's positive, maybe, they could make a big difference. Well, I don't get it, but that's what they do. And Chris is right. Look, the difference is I'm fortunate enough, a lot of the products that I'm passive has and going to have, I've used for years. And I can definitely see there's no comparison. Trim, for example. Yeah, there's other ones I've used. I've used every one there is. It's a tracking device. I mean, it'll tell you what they're using, what browser they're using, whether it's an iPhone, whether it's an iPad, and it'll tell you what country, what city, my gosh, it does all that. And guess what? I'm going to say it again. It's free. It's free. They're giving away, the stuff they're giving away has been sold. I'm just telling you, people sell it, and not at this level. And from what I'm seeing, every time we have this new surge in the back office, everything is like brought up magnitude level in quality, over market value, and everything. You can see it. I checked out that my contacts. Awesome, Red. Absolutely awesome. And that will lead right into any email you want. Click a button, boom. Guys, it really is awesome. I saw all these things and I went right past it. When I went back and looked, I went, wow, there it is. Yeah, it's amazing. Has everybody, where they're from, it's perfect. And it's people you know. So add a context of people you actually know and you won't get in trouble. And it's a good place to have. And you can actually prioritize who's who. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, yeah, very hyped up on that. There is no comparison. I know people, well, of course you're going to say, you're Marty, you've been this poster child for passive for 4 years. I'm the poster child for passive because I got my ass kicked for 18 years. Okay? Nobody made me come here. No one. In fact, before I got here, I was working with Red and Peter and other people. My big behind was on my way out for MLM. I was getting done with it. I remember a conversation, and I don't know if Red did. I need to find something that they have legit products. I'm tired of selling air or promoting, this mythical bullcrap. And I did it. Get in, pay this, 90 days. But, when you start to hear a rhyme like a nursery rhyme, get the freak out. 30 and you're free and 90 and you're me. And, what the freak is that? What are we, freaking 10? If you hear those stupid quotes, in 100 days, you'll have this. In 200 days, you'll have it. Are you kidding me? Get in here. You need no money. You don't have to recruit and you'll be a millionaire. Are you kidding me? The only one's going to be a millionaire is the jackass that wrote that, and people fell for it. And then they'll move on. They'll move on to something else, something that shakes people up. If you're a half decent writer and you can put something together, you could go to eBay, buy a script, have it posted for you for 60 days for $9 a month and scam thousands of people and walk away and do it again. Rename it, but people do it every day. Just be careful. I'm telling you, be careful. Been there, done that. My ass looks like a Big Mac. Okay. I've been burnt so many times. I'm not kidding. You gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. And what happens is people keep redoing it, think it's not gonna happen again. That's insanity. We are in the best company by far. I would argue with anyone over it. Even these so-called 7-figure earners. Most of them are lying. Okay. Yeah, they made 7-figure one-hit wonders. Then the truth comes out, they can't do it again. They wind up losing everything they have. They have people follow them for the next 7 different businesses. And then finally they lose everything. They lose their name. They lose it. Look, nobody plans on doing that, but be smart. Mr. Mufara himself has been scammed by companies. He didn't like the way things were. So he said, I'm going to customize something that for the first time is legit, it's upfront, and it takes care of people. Why? Because that's who he is. It's very rare. He's as rare as Unpassive is. Don't jump around. Don't be stupid. Don't go again and say, oh, it's not going to happen to me this time. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Get a big spatula and flip your ass over. You're going to get burned again. And you're going to bring people with you, people you don't know. I'm sorry for being blunt, but man, it just drives me insane because I hear these people and you can even see it in their eyes. Oh, I got something really good this time out. Do you really? Do you really? Come on.
Man,
what happened once we heard about it?
What happened to our, listen, what happened to our favorite teddy bear guys? You guys, 7 months ago, everybody was passing around the PP guy. I don't hear him. Now I got some new lotion and potion. I see that you guys are advertising. I'm thinking, are you kidding me? Listen, people love Unpassive. I was never an MLMer, but I understand it. Stop jumping. You jumped your last jump when you landed in Unpassive. You've done Unpassive for 2, 3, 4 years, and now you're thinking, hey, I better go back to my own mentality and go on this lotion potion kick. Now I see you replacing Unpassive with the lotion potion kick. They're all coming to me because they're going to say, look at Billy Joe. Man, you were doing Unpassive, but now you're doing this other thing. Now, they're not going to believe you. They're not going to believe you. Stick with one thing. Bring back Unpassive live to your social media. Do what you got to do. But, man, don't ruin a good thing. You landed on the Unpassive runway. You walked into the Unpassive airport. It's there. You might be waiting a little bit longer for a plane, but that plane, when it gets there, is going to take you everywhere you want to go. And you don't need a warehouse to store all the crap that you're buying right now to these other shiny objects. I'm done, Marty DeGarmo. It's all your guys.
I'm done too. I was getting people hyped up. I didn't know what was going to happen to Captain Chaos here. But anyway, Red, do you have anything else? No. Hey, guys, women, all of you out there, thank you that are following, listening, and doing the best you can. We understand life's not easy. Trust me. I'll tell you some stories after this is all over. Things don't always go the way we plan, but remember, it's temporary. Unpassive is building something that can change our lives forever. We don't have to worry about temporary. We don't have to play those games. We're in something that's 100% from the heart, built from scratch, and will change your life. Thank you all. God bless. And see you next time on Unpassive 360.